That's right. The fire chief just came out here. We're standing in front of 2405. That's the building that collapsed, and they just took down the remaining walls within the last hour and a half or so. The chief said the rubble pile is still smoldering. Not sure if you can see the smoke coming off it, but they will still be dousing the hot spots in that rubble pile overnight. The walls came down. They were unsafe, and they were making it difficult for search and rescue crews to search for the people that do remain unaccounted for. You may see crews from Washington Gas at the building next to the one that exploded, the blast site. The chief said those crews are making that building safe for residents to eventually be able to move back in. 100 people are displaced because of what happened here, and the investigation into the cause continues.
There's several different theories being worked on, and that's where I need to leave that at. That's being worked through the investigators. Once we have information we can share, we will.
I was asleep when it happened. All I heard was boom, and then I looked through my window and there was fire, and I was like, oh, I have to get out.
I heard something about boom. It was like crazy. When I was wake up in the morning, I was so scared.
They heard the explosion and then saw the fire. Residents told 11 News they're worried about their neighbors that were hurt and hospitalized.
Well, I was just worried about the people that live there, because I know there was like a lot of old people living in the building. So I was just like, oh, I hope they're okay and everything.
Elise Raju is here waiting for word on her 4 elderly aunts who she says lived in the building and who are now hospitalized.
I got the call from my sister. She told me something just happened, go check on them. So when I came, I saw them. Some of them got head injury, leg injury.
10 people were transported from the scene to the hospital, according to the fire chief, 3 of them seriously injured. But he added there are active search efforts currently underway for the residents who remain unaccounted for.
I do not have a number to provide you at this point. We are working with all of our law enforcement agencies, the property managers, and all of the occupants to be able to refine that. That number is still in flux, but yes, there are unaccounted for people that we are concerned with, and as I said at 12:30, our focus is to remain here until everybody is accounted for.
However, the chief also said work here will not happen when it's dark out. They will stop the work at sundown because it's right in the middle of an apartment complex, which is in the middle of a quite densely populated residential community. There were 6 buildings in this apartment complex. 3 of the 6 buildings have been deemed unsafe to occupy. One of those 3 is the original blast site, the site of the explosion and fire, and that one has collapsed. We asked again about an update on the investigation. A lot of people, this reminds them of what happened at Flower Avenue here in Montgomery County, a major gas explosion there, and that was a deadly fire. The chief again said the investigation continues, but he did say that since January of 2021, there have been no calls from this block in Montgomery County for odor of gas or for gas leaks. He did, though, earlier say they have yet to rule anything out, including if this may have been intentional or if it may have been accidental. Reporting live from Silver Spring tonight, I'm Kate Amara, WBAL TV 11 News.